Hey guys, John here. So several things have changed for the new 2026 Toyota Tacoma. As you could tell, one of them is a new color choice, Heritage Blue. What do you guys think about the color? Let me know, but let's go ahead and show you guys everything that's changed for the 2026 model year. All right, so first thing, Heritage Blue. I think it looks pretty good on the Tacoma. It does replace the blue crushed metallic color that the truck had, but we've seen this color on Land Cruiser, we've seen it on 4Runner and older FJ Cruisers, but I think it does look pretty good here on the Tacoma. It is a gloss color, so it's not metallic, so it will show some scratches easily. Plus also with the plastic fender liners that are still standard on a TRD off-road, those could get scratched up as well. But the truck does look pretty good in this color. What do you guys think? Now, additionally, we have 18-inch wheels on the TRD Off-Road Premium. This replaces the 17s that were on this truck. They are wrapped around with some Goodyear Wrangler all-terrain tires. Previously, this would have been some BFGs that were developed by Toyota and also BFG on some 17s, but they have now upgraded to 18-inch wheels with this 265/65 R18 Goodyear tire. If you're buying this truck to build it up and do your own thing, these may find their way onto Facebook Marketplace, but Toyota wanted to upgrade the TRD Off-Road Premium here. The next change you'll notice is right here. This is kind of a blacked out, shiny black emblem now from Toyota. So this used to be a brushed aluminum look, which honestly, the Tacoma did pretty well. There's not much chrome, if really any, on any of the models aside from the Limited, but this was a brushed aluminum. Now they just went straight black chrome kind of on the truck, or more of a gloss black, I guess, on the truck. So no chrome at all on this new TRD Off-Road Premium. I think this ties in the TRD Off-Road grille pretty well, knowing that it's all blacked out. So those are some of the main changes. Again, this example that we have in front of us is a TRD Off-Road Premium, so it's gonna have all the goodies on the inside. You can also get this model now with the mud bath color. So that was the TRD Pro color from the last year. But again, this Heritage Blue, it's brand new. Wanted to showcase it for you guys. One thing that Toyota has not addressed is this exhaust pipe down here. I have absolutely crushed mine on my TRD Off-Road when I had it. Guys, if you're gonna pick up a Tacoma, check out 6th Element Off-Road. I will leave a link for them down in the description. They have an axle dump tailpipe, which will get rid of all this right here. It'll get rid of the resonator as well, and it will actually make this 4-cylinder sound a little bit more raspy. And of course too, if you're picking up this truck, and it is a turbo now, guys, so it's an iForce 2.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder, but if you want to hear some turbo noises, 6th Element also has a nice intake box that will improve the throttle enhancement of your truck. It'll also give you some more horsepower and torque. They also have intercoolers for these trucks to keep those turbos nice and cool. And down here, you'll notice that this does not have some thick, nice recovery hooks. 6th Element also has those on their site. So just wanted to plug a amazing sponsor here on the channel, guys. They're gonna be big in the Toyota off-road community with these new truck platforms here. They got stuff for Tundra, they got stuff for 4Runner, and also Sequoia. So again, a link will be for them down in the description. Now, of course, Toyota does sell their own pipe, but 6th Elements will be a bit cheaper, which is nice. So this one being a TRD Off-Road Premium, all of this is all color matched back here, which is cool. Toyota also does lift up the rear bumper quite a bit on this 4th gen Tacoma to give you that clearance. But again, that exhaust pipe just hangs so low, which I believe is pretty comical. On the Tacoma though, you do have an automatic tailgate with the release on both sides. So you can use both quick releases, which are integrated into the taillights right here to raise and lower each side, which is pretty nice. You could also use your knee if you want. This particular Tacoma does have a spray and bed liner. We also have the lights right here. You also have down here a nice integrated cubby hole with some USB-Cs. And then over here on this side, I love that Toyota gives you storage in the composite bed, just like they did the last Tacoma as well. And you also have an outlet right there with the integrated bed rails going all the way around. Now we do have a rear window that opens up right there. Standard 4-wheel drive on the TRD Off-Road models. They do not make them in 2-wheel drive anymore. These tires, they are 32s, like I mentioned, 265/65 R18s, about a 32-inch tire. And again, the TRD Off-Road is just nice black color. That's it. Full 360 camera view on this one as well. And you do not have that hood scoop on this one. That is reserved for the TRD Sport and also the TRD Pro, but it does shake a little bit on the Tacoma. But again, nice and blacked out. I think that Toyota absolutely killed the design on the 4th Gen Tacoma. I do enjoy it. I didn't like my TRD Pro as much as I thought I would, but I really did enjoy my TRD off-road when I had it. But when we go on into the interior, not a whole lot has changed for 2026. Unfortunately, this is still plastic right here on a TRD off-road premium. Wish that this would have been soft touch from Toyota, but it is right down here. It says TRD right there on the door. Kind of got some faux moly panels. We have a full JBL sound system, automatic windows, fully power adjustable seats, heated and ventilated Softex seats. This one does have the moonroof. This truck is fully spec'd out. We have a big, huge 14-inch screen right there, dual climate control, heated ventilated seats, wireless charger. One of my favorite things about the Tacoma 2 is over here on this side, we have 2 fast charging USB-Cs. You have a rear locker. You have a full 360 camera view. This is the straight path assist to back stuff up. And then all of your crawl control, the multi-terrain select, downhill assist control, all that stuff, drive modes, is all integrated into this. And this is also our 4-wheel drive selector. So standard 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. We have a little bit of cubby space right here. Not a whole lot. It is just a mid-sized truck. 2 cup holders right there, 2 more in the back. And then of course, just a standard center console where companies are already modifying stuff and making other moly panels and everything else for this. We have a shelf above the glove box right there where it says Tacoma. This one has kind of the more silver interior. I think it would be pretty cool to see a heritage blue Tacoma with the more blue interior, but we're gonna go ahead and power this on real quick. Oh, they took the key from me. I didn't see them do that, but we have a 14-inch screen right here, a 12.3-inch screen right here that is fully customizable, so you can have 3 different pages on it. This is our heated steering wheel, and this is actually what the Toyota logo looked like up front. So it kind of was that brushed aluminum. It's very interesting that Toyota left it here, but they took it off the grill up front. Now, coming over to the side right here, we do have some goodies. So we do have our aux switches, so you can pre-wire stuff into the engine bay. You also have your fun traction control button, automatic tailgate release, the power inverter, automatic high beams, the jellyfish launcher right here, and how we can manually adjust our headlights, which is pretty cool because, you know, if you lift your truck up, put bigger tires on it, you don't want those headlights, you know, messing with people and you have to get in there with a screwdriver to then lower the headlights. Or if you're towing something and the rear end goes down and the front end comes up, you can manually adjust your headlights to be at that perfect beam pattern so you're not, you know, flashing people up front, but also so you can see while you're driving and your headlights aren't just beamed straight up. Now we also do have a digital rear view mirror in this, so if you pull it like this, you can see right here a video display of what is behind you. We also, very trick for Tacoma, have the JBL speaker right here that can come out if you want to go to a campsite and pair them with some other JBL speakers, but just a super nice interior, except for when we come into the back. And that's just because it's a mid-sized truck. Now, the Tacoma doesn't really have that much space here in the back. Again, here on the doors, unfortunately, this is now plastic, where I wish that Toyota would make that soft touch for the rear passengers. This is all plastic here, but you know, there's just not a whole lot of space back here. It is a mid-sized truck, I get that, but you know, I just wish that there was a little bit more space, like the first gen Tundra. That was a perfect mid-sized truck kind of size, and then the full 4-door for it, you could actually have some space back here. I get that there's crash test safety standards with these vehicles now. The driving position up front is just so good on this new Tacoma compared to the last generations, but like, I just wish there was a little bit more space here in the back. It's still decently fine for an adult like me, you know, almost 6 foot, 5'11". You guys know my reviews are true because I would have lied and said 6 foot, but 5'11", I could sit back here perfectly fine, but you know, my knees are still touching right here. But you do have some space right under here for some storage if you want, up under the seats. And then the seats do latch right here with kind of like this little thing that just attaches right here to the back. So I do wish that those were kind of like the Tundra, where it just went up on its own and it stayed up on its own. So that does feel a little cheap in my opinion, but you do get some nice, you know, storage right here under the seats. And of course, and if we move that out of the way, we do have 2 USB-Cs right here and also an inverter for the rear occupants, but there is no rear AC for them. To me personally, the Tacoma's cabin gets pretty cold regardless for just how small the truck is. It's always been a pretty cold cabin for me. So being that those seats are that close to the front seats, you'll have no problem really getting this truck nice and cool, especially too if you tint the vehicle as well. So here in Arizona, that is a must for this truck. I actually think it's already been tinted here at the dealership in the West Valley. So guys, that is the new 26 Tacoma with some of the minor features that they changed with it. And also the big thing that I wanted to show you was the new Heritage Blue color on the 4th Gen Tacoma. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate you all watching. Again, check out 6 Element down in the description and also pin comment. Appreciate y'all, and I will catch you in the next one. All right, see you later.